Good morning, Full Bore Silver back at you Tuesday the 13th. Well, welcome to $89 silver, 46.35 on gold. All the metals are ripping today. Incredible. But is it too late to buy silver? I'm going to show you exactly why it is not. In fact, for immediate release, I just jumped on the US Mint and bought 20 more Eagles for 91 a pop. I don't know what happened with these Doge cuts. 99.9% of them were not implemented, but they must have cut the hell out of whoever oversees the pricing at the US Mint, because Silver Eagles versus the market today are criminally underpriced. So go on the US Mint. If you haven't started stacking yet, this might be your chance. Eagles are selling for a crazy premium everywhere else. SD, AppMex, JM, etc. have Eagles over $100. You can buy them with a credit card. Go get one of those 24-month no payment, zero APY credit cards and get yourself a few Eagles, because I just did. I also got that Platinum Eagle probably 3 weeks back, and they had forgotten during the Christmas holiday to reprice Platinum correctly. So that was an instant $400 windfall, and now Platinum's going up. And I'm going to make the case today why you may want to take a stake in Platinum. Will Platinum even outperform silver? Well, let's look at the charts. I got a phone call last night in the wee hours from somebody very excited. Is it too late to buy silver? My argument, no. We are ending the era of the debt-based boom-bust fiat currency cycle. There is a monetary reset. There is a commodity bull market starting. In 1913, the Rothschild-Warburg banking cartel started a little something called the Federal Reserve, okay? Ever since we've been in a boom-bust cycle, we've lost 97% of the dollar's buying power. If you are storing and holding your wealth in fiat currency, your wealth is going to go down like this. You're going to be living under I-35 in Austin under a bridge and pushing all your belongings around with a shopping cart. You don't want to be that guy. Buy physical silver. It is not only a store of value, it not only indemnifies your family, but it has monster capital appreciation. It's a monetary metal. It has unlimited industrial use. We're in a 5-year production debt deficit. 1.2 billion ounces, and demand is only ramping while production is going down. Ore grades are going down. Now we're fighting with China and other BRICS nations for accumulation of this precious metal, and we seem to be behind the 8 ball here. If the U.S. Mint can't even price a critical resource correctly, what is the rest of the government doing? This is unbelievable. Right now, we are forming beautiful bull flags in short-term 1-hour charts on both gold and silver. We're going to keep going up. We are going to hit 3 digits on silver. Don't ask me when. Could be tomorrow. Could be next week. But let's keep an eye on it. It's going to be super exciting. Now I'm going to turn you to 2 charts. And I need you to turn down the X, tune out all the noise. Definitely turn off CNBC, because those people are clowns. Do not listen to Jim Cramer, Robert Kiyosaki. He's buying Bitcoin 1 minute. He's selling his silver the next. Do not listen to these people. Tune out all the noise. This is all you need to know. We are in a deficit. It's a critical resource, and it is criminally undervalued versus the SPX and traditional financial instruments. Check out these charts. All right, this is what we're talking about. Silver to SPX. Going back to the late 1800s. As you can see, we just broke out of this trough, basically all-time lows. I'm not looking to buy anything, any commodity, any asset class at the top out of FOMO or out of chasing price or momentum. I want asymmetric upside in my trades. I also believe heavily in silver. So, I mean, look at this. Look where we are with silver. You have to be in silver. Look at this. All-time centuries long low. Right here. This chart explains it all so in such a simplified manner. So please pay attention to this, screenshot it, do what you have to do. But my recommendation, not financial advice, is to be in physical silver. Sit back, relax, and surf the silver wave. All right, we look at the gold silver ratio, the GSR, but here's silver to gold. Right here, we're just breaking out of this trout. I mean, you're talking almost all-time lows here that we just broke out of. This goes back to the 50s and beyond. As you can say, we're criminally undervalued on silver. They're both monetary metals, but silver has much more industrial use. You need to be in silver. All right, excellent representation of platinum to the Dow Jones Industrial going back to the 60s. Platinum is a fairly new metal, wasn't even discovered till the 1800s, so we don't go back super far. But look at this. We are breaking out of this all-time low relative. You have monster asymmetric upside. This could perform percentage-wise better than silver over the next 5-10 years. We'll see. But check this chart out. You have to have some kind of stake in platinum. I do really like the Sprott ETF funds for platinum. And for a very small speculative percentage of my portfolio, I am in miners like Sabanye. Okay, so I know silver per ounce is more expensive than it was even a couple of years ago. I pulled up one of my old orders from SD Bullion from, I believe it was late 22, early 23. My cost average was $28 an ounce, and I think I'd bought a monster box or something. It was a big purchase. Boy, does that feel good right now. But you might be looking back a couple of years from now saying, I wish I had stacked more. Here's the thing. You want a dollar cost average. You can buy it in small snippets. Maybe pull in the reins on some of your other spending. Don't go out for that fancy meal at the Scottish restaurant, McDonald's. You don't want to eat that crap anyway. You want to eat real Scottish food, which is Lafroig, Lagavulin, Ardbeg, the single malts. Stick with the single malts. Also, maybe you cancel your dream vacation to Baltimore or East Cleveland. Baltimore actually has some really great restaurants, I will say. You might get shanked coming back from dinner, but at least you're going to go out with a full belly. So pull in the spending a little bit. I know people that spend like $3,000 or $4,000 on Christmas. All that money is up in smoke. Nobody's going to remember or care about all that Chinese plastic crap that they got. Now is the time to pull in the reins, stack silver when it does pull back, or you see these deals like on the US Mint today. I grabbed 20 silver eagles, okay? And I already have a fat stack. But if you're just getting going, stack a little bit here, stack a little bit there, because, that when you hit the pizzeria and now everything's ridiculous, you can go for a pizza now and a beer, and next thing you know, the bill was $87. Well, that's an ounce of silver, okay? So actually it's 89, plus tip. I tip higher than that. But you want to stack, make your food at home, the old trope, make your coffee at home. I make great coffee. You don't want to go to Starbucks. Have you seen the people there? The colors of the hair? Anyway, get away from all that and be smart with your money. Somebody asked about platinum. Showed you the platinum chart. Platinum is another critical mineral, okay? Production is going down, demand is going up. All the platinum, 75% comes out of South Africa. Not the best political circumstance there. The balance comes from Russia. Little snippets, maybe Canada, elsewhere, but those two BRICS companies, who we are not exactly super friendly with the BRICS nations, especially the latter. So a lot of the platinum, they build these shafts to go get this platinum that is incredibly difficult to mine. These shafts go a kilometer into the earth. Extreme conditions. So the industrial uses are high. We were going to switch to all EVs. That has become a pipe dream. The ICE engines, internal combustion engines, with the catalytic converters, use a monster amount of platinum and palladium. They tried to substitute palladium for platinum. Can't do it. There's a bunch of other industrial uses that you can go out and research. But the chart looks incredible. So I would encourage you to look into that. Some of the plays that I use, now I did grab this, like I said, incredible platinum silver eagle from the West Point Mint through the US Mint. And I'll show you this close up, but this thing is gorgeous, okay? 1 ounce. And I have so much more appreciation for this now that I kind of know about the mining process. So you've got the Bushveld complex in South Africa. You have Sibanye, and some other major miners that, there aren't many players in the platinum space in terms of mining. They have to mine 12 tons of ore for 1 ounce of platinum, okay? It's more demanding than silver or gold to mine. You've got drilling, blasting, hauling, froth flotation, waste separation. I mean, this process, it sounds like the pool scene at the Mandalay Bay in Vegas. You got gravity segregation, magnetism, smelting, oxidation, leaching, gassing, ion exchange, distillation. Then you got to repeat all that process over and over and over. So this is very sought after. The chart, we're at all-time troughs and lows and bottoms on this metal. I recommend taking a stake in it. Our core competency is silver, but I have a fairly significant stake in platinum. Not a ton of physical because it is more of an illiquid market because it's very small. Also, got a delivery from JM Bullion, gold silver eagle. JM, they're one of the reputable dealers. I don't know what the hell happened here. Got the cardboard box, FedEx delivery, opened the thing up, and this little guy was out of the bubble wrap and floating around in the box between the cardboard slats, about ready to fall out onto the mailman's feet. I don't know who wrapped this thing in JM Bullion's shipping department, but he was probably more cross-eyed than Kash Patel. I will say the coin is beautiful. It didn't get beat up. It was out of this plastic sleeve. I wasn't too happy about that. But JM has treated me well in the past. Their app, the JM app, is better than app developers' apps. Their app is incredible. So you can throw that on your phone and check prices real quick. I like it. So at least I got the metal. I'm happy about that. So keep stacking. Thanks very much for tuning in. Full Bore Silver. We will talk to you tomorrow.